Well, really, I feel real nice, and I feel better for not being charged with murder. Furthermore, if I'd have knew it been this bad, I wouldn't have ever did in the first place, been accused. But
of course, you wouldn't have been charged had you not walked in and made that confession. What made you do that?
Well, really because the pistol was mine, and I just figured I was going to be caused for it. But I had never been there in jail before. I didn't know how it was going to be.
You wasn't arrested with that pistol, was you?
No, I was not. It was my sister's
The other
pistol.
man had it, didn't he? You never...
Oh, he had it during the time the shooting was. He had it. Yes.
But when he got arrested, he had it. Who had the gun? Did you have a gun when you were arrested?
When I was arrested? No.
Yeah.
Yes, Cochise, I think the school board member misunderstood the role of the classroom teachers of Dallas in this situation. The classroom teachers of Dallas as an organization cannot and will not become involved in politics as an organization. But this is not to say that its members, who are also citizens of Dallas, will not become involved in politics and choose the candidates of their choice for a school board, legislature, governor, senator, so forth. This is something that we as teachers need to be involved in.
The man in custody is a 21-year-old convicted narcotics figure who was given a probated 4-year sentence just last year. The man, who remains unidentified at this time, has not been charged but is being questioned as a prime suspect. According to the Assistant District Attorney, Jim Morgan, the man was arrested after a stakeout by Morgan and Texas Ranger Tom Arnold. The stakeout near Coffey's residence on Fort Worth's southwest side centered around a car in which $500 had been placed in a tin can. In the extortion letter received last Monday, the money was demanded or threatened harm to Coffey's family. As the officers watched that car, a young woman arrived and searched for the money. She was taken into custody, and the apprehension of the suspect took place about 10:30 this morning. Assistant D.A. Morgan said the handwriting in the letter is similar to that of the man now being held, but he added that a handwriting expert had not confirmed that. The letter also reportedly mentioned a youth now being held in the county jail. It's believed that the suspect knows that youth. Morgan told newsmen today that charges may be filed before tomorrow. But until the case is closed, Frank Coffey's home is still under armed guard. This is Gene Thomas, Channel 8 News in Fort Worth.
Today, there are 50,000 North Vietnamese troops in Laos. There are 40,000 of them in Cambodia. They are now already penetrating Thailand. Obviously, even if we succeed in having them retreat from Vietnam, they are going to consolidate in Laos and then move against one of these other countries, and most people think it's going to be Thailand. The United States will not be able to, politically or any other way, send the manpower to stop aggression there. If they move through Thailand, and they'll go down to Malaya and down to Singapore, this would be a very, very strategic move. Therefore, we have to begin thinking now, and a Senate race is a good place to begin forming some kind of a non-communist alliance of free nations that will supply the manpower that will move into any breach if any of these aggressions take place.
And I foresee a kind of university of the world that would be put together on 3 components. One, a synchronous satellite, which would stay in a given position vis-a-vis the Earth. 3 of these would blanket the Earth with television. These would have to be able to be contacted by individual students by just punching a set of numbers on a television set. This would activate the satellite to question a memory bank on 3 positions on Earth to get the data, the program that the student wants in the proper language, then this will be retransmitted in a matter of seconds, so that from the time the student punched the number out of a telephone book, which would be like a University of the World catalog of what he wanted to learn, either from beginning with literacy on through atomic physics or whatever, he would have this disposable to him.
Will it be possible in the future for, say, a lady to just put on another face, like one puts on a wig today? That's forthcoming?
Well, it has to do with her thinking, I think. She can put on a negative face or a positive face. Let's hope they're all positive, because then the lines are up.
Okay, and speaking of lines, there's a lot of, will there be more painting in the future as far as makeup for women are concerned, or less?
Well, I think less, and I think that there are going to be also capsules we can take to change the color of our eyes, or the color of our hair, or the color of our skin.
Wonderful. I was wondering if say a lad like me, a healthy, black, handsome youngster, if I could just change over and become,
Well, none of us are happy with the way the things God has given us. I don't know why we should be. But I know that white skins want to get tan, and they go out in the sun and they get leathery.
I've often heard of this, but I want to know, a black one being able to bleach himself out.
Oh, sure. It's going to happen.
It can be done?
In the next decade, I'm sure that there will be pills for us to take and of course, to influence however we want our children to look, whether we want them to have blue eyes or brown eyes or red hair or blonde hair or whatever we want to have happen, or male or female. I think it's going to be...
Just by taking of a pill?
Mm-hmm.